Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 8. We are joined by Rosemary Joaquin.
I was scared for you.
I honestly, like, if I didn't see you at your show, I probably would have said, like, Joaquin.
Me too. I get stressed about people thinking about how to say my name. Yes, it's Joaquin.
And speaking of that, we're about a week removed from your show at the Analog.
Yes.
Where you blew the roof off the place.
It's been my favorite show since moving here.
That was amazing.
First, because they had the best, audio. I had a wireless mic. Felt great. And I just felt really good about my set. I've been in Nashville for a year and a half, and for a while I would do so many covers at my shows because I was like, I don't have a strong set, like 7 songs. Let's give them my 3 really good ones and then a few covers of something. Now I feel like I can really give everything.
When you crushed that Dua Lipa one.
Oh, thank you.
The one that you
I did do one
was
cover,
pretty cool.
But I finally feel really good about my set and all my music.
Perfect.
Which is awesome.
Well, let's just jump right in.
Okay.
I'm Jake, that's Rosemary.
Rosemary, hey.
This is my mixtape.
Oh, this is...
Alright, so song 1 we have Your Song by Elton John.
Yes. This is my first memory of a song, ever. I don't even really remember Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, little kid songs. I just remember my dad playing this in the car. My dad played the piano, so when I think about that song, Your Song, and also Rosalita, I don't even know who sings it. Rosalita, come sit by my fire.
Nope.
Who sings that?
I don't know.
Wow, this is really sad. But
my
dad would sing those to me and play the piano, and it's just my first real memory of music just in general.
That's awesome.
And then have you ever seen the movie Moulin Rouge?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they do a cover of Your Song,
Yep.
and it is unreal. And I remember when I first saw that movie, I was so honored that I'd known that song before the movie.
Yeah.
It was back when I was 10.
Yeah.
I'm oh yeah, I already know this one. I don't know. It's a great one.
You were an OG appreciator.
Yes.
You know,
Yes, Elton. I know you.
If I were a boy, even just for a day.
Next, this is actually the second song that we have repeated on this show.
Oh my god, it's cool!
So yeah, Joe Dakash had If I Were a Boy by Beyonce as well. Now you're the second person.
Wow, the fact that it was him. If I Were a Boy, okay, so I feel like when you're a little girl and you have I have a deeper voice than, when I was little, I had a deeper voice than most little girls.
Yeah.
And I would try to find songs that kind of had a deeper, lower range. And If I Were a Boy, when it came out, I was sang it all the time, was trying to match it perfectly. I actually looked, that song came out in 2008.
Yep.
And I was
Sasha
looking
Fierce,
at when other songs that came out in 2008, being they were all high-pitched girl singers. Wrong. It was No Air, Jordan Sparks.
Kesha.
Love Song by Sarah Bareilles. You remember? It was
Great song.
Can I go write you a love song? That's low. Bubbly was in there. Disturbia. This was my year, I guess, because it finally was the time where I could sing all of these songs because I was intimidated by all the higher.
Right.
And even Taylor Swift songs that I love, I never saw myself singing them. I was she can do them, I can support them, but this one, I was oh my god, this is what I like. A little hint of maybe what my sound will sound like.
That's actually exactly what we talked about with Joe is how well this song showcases how good she is at both sides of the spectrum.
Yes.
Because the first verse, and then by the end she's just
I can't sing that part, obviously. I bet Joe can. But she starts off really low and I'm yeah, this is what most songs I can start in the lower, and then when they soar I'm bye. But yeah.
Next up we have One by Mary J. Blige.
Do you know this song?
I do.
Oh my God, Jake, you're doing
So obviously I know the YouTube version as well, but I do know this.
When I would go to lacrosse tournaments, like with my mom and dad, specifically my mom, she loved One by U2.
Yep.
And my siblings and I like know every single part of that song. When Mary J. Blige, she has a version.
Yep.
Like I didn't know the words that well. I would make up some, and we looked up the lyrics later, and we're like, wow, we're so off. Anywho, Mary J. Blige, again, it's the same type of idea with If I Were a Boy. Mm-hmm. It is this girl with a powerhouse voice.
Yeah.
Belting. And my mom, when I was little doing it in the car, she was like, your head looks like it's going to explode. She's like, Walla!
Right.
Walla! I can't do it. But, like, I was like, Mom, one day I will. I don't know. I haven't tried it. Maybe that will be the next song I try to, like, sing out at a show.
Well, and I don't even know if you can call it a cover because it's kind of like her take on the song because she has U2 in it with her. So yeah, it's just and it was like
Mary, and my mom's name is Mary, so she's like, we're like Mary. Oh God, so good.
I've made up my mind.
Well, speaking of powerhouse voices, we have Chasing Pavements by Adele.
So that was high school kind of time. Yeah. Chasing Pavements, all Adele songs like...
Was this off of 19?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So first album.
Yeah, it was pretty much me being like, yes, I connect with you. I am you, Adele. No, but I would... Like, there are, again, so many artists that come out with great songs, and this was the one where I was like, this is who I sound like.
Yeah.
It's in everything people connect with, the ones that are similar to them. And my friend Ava Baker, who is also an artist, Ava Camille, she and I kind of had the lower register voices, so we, in front of our high school, sang Chasing Pavements, and honestly, my stage presence was like an all-time low. Like, I didn't know what it was. But, that song, I loved that one specifically. She also has Right as Rain. Like, you want to be right as rain. Those are two where I'm like, I feel like I connect so much with these songs, so I just love to sing them.
What I always appreciated about Adele is, like, she burst on the scene so quickly, obviously, and
she's wild.
Right, and in an era of all these pop stars that are all kind of trending towards the same look, like she was very much herself.
Oh yeah.
And she was kind of a classically trained vocalist, but had that crossover pop appeal.
You know what's weird? Her accent doesn't match.
No.
Singing. I bet she does that all the time. But like, I think that's so cool.
Yeah.
How someone's voice can kind of make them sound more distinguished and more mature. Like, she was 19 and she sounded like she was the smartest, most elegant woman in the room. And like, in my high school, I remember I sang it and my teachers were like, Rosemary. And I'm like, yeah, give me an A. Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Was your stage presence a little different in front of the class? Or?
Yeah, it wasn't great.
Well, to give you a compliment, now it's outstanding. Seriously, you command the stage.
Thank you.
So well.
I feel like in Nashville.
You and Brooke both, honestly.
Yeah, Brooke's sitting over there. She's awesome. Hey, Brooke. Yeah, I feel like people in Nashville, anywhere you're doing music, people have their favorite parts, like writing, recording, and live shows, and although I don't get to do as many as I would like, that's definitely my favorite part of it.
Yeah.
Is putting on a show for people, and I really didn't get that until college, and for some weird reason, college, I was in an a cappella group, and it just was, I completely switched. I don't know what it was, but I like held this mic, and I was like, I'm gonna make all of you my bitches. I don't know. I was like, let's go.
That's
but
the
in high school, I was like, I'm so afraid. I don't know. I'd get like sick. I still get really scared. But I'm like, I'm cool.
I think your best attribute is it's one thing to connect to the crowd, but the way that you connect to the musicians around you is really cool too.
Thank you. Well, kind of, they're like going off doing their thing. I want to be like, yes, go.
You bring them along for the journey. Even when it's just you and Ben, you're really good at that too.
That's good.
You're like, hey, I love you.
If you're singing with Ben.
Yeah, he's okay.
It's pure joy. I wanted to sing at my wedding. I went to the last show he had. I was oh my God, he needs to sing at my wedding. I don't know when that will be. He'll just have to be there and sing one song. Yeah. One where I cry or something.
He gets a lot of requests.
Oh my God, he's so...
He'd be happy to do that for you.
Oh God, I'd love that.
Trumpets?
Yeah.
By Jason Derulo?
Okay, the only reason why this song is on this list is because in college, in my a cappella group, I sang this song, and it was and I was feeling like I was just being myself on stage, but the video of our performance, my a cappella group's performance of this song, got really, really big on my campus.
Oh, cool.
And people were like, you're so... Like, it became this huge thing. I was like, trumpets girl for a second there. Like, I don't even know what that is. But in my little... It was my freshman year of college. I was like, oh my God, I'm really good at performing. And
that song was huge, though.
And, like, I don't know if from that song I was like, yeah, that's my shtick now. Like, I'm really good at performing. But it, like... When I think, oh, maybe I'm not good, I think, oh my God, there was this moment where I did have a little shimmer of light while performing. So Trumpets was definitely the song that, like, I felt really comfortable on stage.
That's awesome.
So that's
a really cool moment to, like, have that to point back to.
Even though that song is very different than any song I would ever do, especially, so I had to get vocal surgery, and like my head voice kind of went away, and it starts off so high. Yeah. And my freshman year voice was like, let's crush it.
Did you get vocal surgery?
Yeah, I got vocal surgery. And that's why on here, Fall Apart by Post Malone is also on here.
Spoiler alert.
Because, so just let me talk about that one.
No, let's go for it.
Pretty much Fall Apart was my first song, like, entrance into, like, listening to Post Malone. I think it was, like, going into my sophomore year or junior year. I don't really remember. But, like, my voice, I had vocal cysts that I had to get removed. But before then, I couldn't really, like, my range was totally broken, and not to bust on Post Malone at all, but, like, his songs are very much staying within this same level of sound, and I could sing all of his songs, and I felt like, so when I couldn't sing anything else, I could always sing Post Malone, so it made me feel good.
That will forever be my favorite Post song, too.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Because so many of my friends were, like, all about him, and I couldn't really get into him until I heard this song.
And people think, I do understand his, like, he has, like, an algorithm now, like, his song stuff. However, like, I still think he sounds so emotional with, like, every song he does. My mom will call me and be like, bro, did you hear that Circle song by Post Malone? I almost cried.
Song. Yeah.
Cried.
He puts his heart into everything.
So, you don't know.
Well, and then the best part about Jason Derulo is you never have to wonder who's singing the song, because he constantly reminds you.
Yes.
That it's Jason Derulo.
He's also really cool. He's classically trained.
Yeah, he was just...
Like opera.
He was just in Cats, wasn't he?
Was he in... Did he go to Indiana? Anyone know?
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I know he was
I think he went to some, like, really impressive... like music school.
Yeah, because when he did his carpool karaoke episode, I remember being
I think it's
extremely
Indiana,
impressed.
Like at their conservatory. I didn't get in. Moving
on. Last up, we have Think About You by Leon.
Yes. Okay. This is just Leon in general, if you haven't heard of it. Have you heard? Yeah, okay, of course. Yeah. We were just jamming to her song. But she, her voice, I think all of her music really capitalizes on the strength of her voice.
Yeah.
And for a while, and I still do, like, write songs or, like, I have songs out that I don't think really capitalize on the lower end of my voice or the unique part of my voice. And I feel like she nails it every time. Like, the moment she starts singing in the song Think About You, you're like, hold the phone. Yeah. Who is this godly, like,
stop everything,
beautiful singer? She also has, of course, like, a lower voice. So it immediately, like, I had to sing that song like 1,000 times. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna get on the piano and do a cover of this every second I can.
This is gonna sound like it's planted, but the first time that I heard you sing with Ben, I actually kind of thought of. I'm not joking.
Yeah, like, she's so good.
Like if I had to tell somebody, like, about you, that she would definitely be one of the comparisons.
I when I think of, like, what I could compare myself to, I'm like, Leon, maybe.
Yeah.
And then my song A Little More that just came out, I was hoping for that same, like, effect, that someone would hear my voice and immediately be like, this is cool. And I feel like all my other songs haven't done that. I think I sound fine, and I love the songs, and I liked writing them, and I was excited about them, still am. But when I hear A Little More, I'm like, that's me. If I had only one more moment to, like, show the world what kind of an artist I am, that's me. And Leon, I feel like every single one of her songs, she is putting herself out there being like, hello world, here is my voice, and this is what I want to share. That's why I really like Leon.
Do you mind talking to us about a little more, just a little bit? Because witnessing you sing that
you like it?
to Kristen was
probably
one of the coolest moments I've seen. And just like, because like knowing you and hearing your story before that, which was similar to your Billboard article.
You heard it before the, when I sang it in August, when I first met you.
Yeah.
I sang it, but I didn't give the little spiel about my girlfriend before, who the song is about.
Right.
And then you heard it at the Analog. Was there like a huge difference for you, or?
Sentimentally, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I just think this is the my song that I just put out a little more. It's the first song that I've ever written about like myself.
Yeah.
And I've never been someone who needed to journal or anything like that, but I kind of went from a point in my life where I thought I was one way and I was not.
Right.
So I really think, and when I would try to write songs, they would all lead back to my girlfriend. So I was like, I need to write one song that just brings it all together. The idea of figuring out that you are a little bit, you aren't exactly what you thought you were, and like the excitement of a new crush and all of that. So it can relate to anyone.
Absolutely.
But when I hear that, I'm like, oh, that's like how I felt right at the beginning of that relationship. And I think it's important at the beginning of my shows to do that little spiel about like thinking I wanted to fall in love with a man and falling in love with a girl instead. Only because now people can hear the song the way, like you heard it two different ways. When you hear the story, you're like, wow, I get to experience this art the way the artist wanted you to hear it. It's the same like if you go to a museum, they tint the lights one way, they give a little, the paint was from wherever, and they make it from, you see that painting in a whole different light now because you know the story behind it.
It's like a forward before a novel.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, it was so cool, a very powerful moment.
You.
A lot of people tearing up, maybe me, but it was just
people cry.
It was just so cool, and to see that and to see her be there, like that was. It's my favorite work of yours so far.
Thank you.
Sure.
It's my favorite work of mine, and I hope to use that song as not only what it was about, but the way it sounds. Again, like capitalizing on my lower voice.
Yeah.
I just hope all my songs from that are not based off that song, but use the same style, and I'm as proud of all the songs after that.
I think that was the best part of it, is you truly found your voice, like
yes,
in more ways than one, and you capitalized on it in the best way. But as we've been talking about, you're an artist yourself.
Yes.
So in addition to a little more, what else do you have going on that you have coming up that we can look forward to?
Well, at that show, I also performed a song called "Cry for Me."
Is that the last one that you closed with?
Yes.
That one was dope.
I'm really excited about that one.
That song was
Brandon Meager, who did a little more with me, and Brooke. That was like the first song Brooke and I wrote together.
The production was so cool.
I know,
like,
cool.
It was really, really cool.
But I also think it was really sick, that show, because I had a backup singer. Did you like that guy?
His harmonies are insane.
So he was like
incredibly
tipsy at a karaoke like party, and I was like, you must sing with me.
But you guys compliment each other really
I plan on having him at all my shows, hopefully, if he wants to. But yeah, "Cry for Me." I have another one that actually Brooke writes all my hits. At Brooke Alex.
Shout out to episode 3, Brooke?
Yeah.
Shout out to episode 3.
Yeah. It has like a cool like electric guitar kind of post-chorus thing that makes me really amped. So this is kind of the first time that I've had like a few songs lined up. Normally I'm just excited about one song and I'm all about that one song. And now I'm like, wow. And I think it is a testament to a little more in how comfortable I got with my own sound. Now I can my songs are starting to sound more and more the way I want myself as an artist to sound.
That's so cool.
And you're moving to LA?
No, Michigan.
Oh. Why do I think you're moving back? You're moving to Michigan. Is your whole band moving back there?
No. Well, not right now. I think we all kind of have long-term plans.
Okay.
But yeah.
You're leaving.
I know, I'm sorry.
Am I your last Nashville one?
You, and then hopefully I'm supposed to do Haley tonight too. So.
Haley Weed.
Yeah, love Haley.
Wow, she is just fabu.
She's great. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Seriously, I really appreciate
it. I'm so excited to be here in the midst of Corona.
Yeah, I wasn't scared, so.
Me neither.
was really good to see you.
That's horrible. Let's never do that again. Yeah.
But I'm Jake. That's Rose.
Rosemary Joaquin.
This is my mixtape. We'll see you next time.